for our upcoming live event on turning cold Facebook traffic into daily traffic, leads, and sales. But I've been getting some questions regarding what we're covering during this event, and there's been a variation of one question that I've been getting over and over again, and that is, Jonathan, I have a tiny budget to work with. Can I make paid traffic work for me? Or, Jonathan, I'm worried about losing money with paid traffic. Can I really make this work? Or, come on, slides. Let's see. There we go. Jonathan, I've tried using paid traffic before, but I just lost money. Can an average Joe do this and not lose money? And look, I totally get it. I've been there. As a small business owner, it is only natural to want to go the free or cheap route when it comes to your marketing and generating traffic because of the potential of using paid traffic only to lose money. I've felt the same exact way. I've been there, and I myself, I immediately gravitated towards free traffic when I got going. And I started creating some good success with so-called free traffic. But as you'll learn during our live training, all that, it came tumbling down, it came crashing down, and my family and I got put in a really, really tough spot. And I'll save that story for our live event. But I just want to try to help overcome your negative beliefs, if you have any, when it comes to paid traffic. Because what I've found is that if you want fast, almost instant traffic, leads, and sales, if you want to be able to scale your business, meaning you want to be able to go from, say, $100 a month to $1,000 a month to $10,000 a month and beyond, if you want to have a method of growing your business that you can depend on and rely on, if you want to be able to get traffic and almost guarantee that you'll break even or even profit, then using paid traffic in conjunction with your own conversion system is the way to go. Our live event is all about how to create that conversion system, because the conversion system is the mechanism, it's the actual mechanism that allows you to take cold paid traffic and turn it into free traffic or even profitable traffic. But for right now, I just want to focus on free traffic strategies versus paid traffic. And I want to help overcome any negative beliefs that you have about paid traffic. And I think the best way to do that is just to let you be the judge and do a quick pros and cons list of free traffic versus paid traffic. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that right now. So let's start with free traffic. And we'll start on the pros, and then we'll move over to the con side. So pros, it's kind of free. It sometimes can be outsourced, but if you're outsourcing it, then it's not really free, right? You're hiring someone to help you generate free traffic, so once you hire someone, it's not really free. And then it sometimes can be automated, but then typically to automate free traffic, it requires tools, services, outsourcers. So then again, it's not really free. And so I screwed up my PowerPoint here, so the cons are already starting to show up. But hey, that's okay. So the cons, so let's move on. So as far as the pros, that's really all I could come up with. I mean, I thought about this for a while, and I tried to come up with as many pros as I could, but that's all I came up with. So the cons of free traffic usually involves lots of grunt work. Typically, it takes a while to see results. It can vanish overnight. A couple examples of that is the Facebook newsfeed algorithm updates, Google Panda Penguin updates. I mean, there were with the Facebook newsfeed algorithm updates. This happened not that long ago, but there were lots of companies, lots of small businesses tapping into Facebook and getting free traffic from Facebook through their news feed. And they're just creating content to try to get it to go viral. And at the time, it was really, really easy to make stuff to go viral and to get that free traffic from Facebook. But Facebook decided they were going to change things up. And so they changed their algorithm, and literally overnight, these companies and these small business owners who were getting just tons and tons of free traffic, and some of these companies were doing millions of dollars a year from this free traffic. But literally overnight, it vanished, it disappeared. And there's companies who just disappeared off the face of the earth because of that little slight change that Facebook made. The same thing happened with Google, and is constantly happening with Google, people trying to get free traffic from Google. And so some famous updates that happened a few years ago, several years ago now, are the Panda and Penguin updates. And just the same thing happened. There are companies who were doing millions of dollars, vanished. Because they were solely depending on free traffic from Google, and Google made that change. Also, Free traffic has limited scalability. It's really hard to increase free traffic. It typically requires tools, services, outsourcers to get fast results. So then again, it makes it not free, right? So you can spend money on so-called free traffic and see no results. You have little control over it. I mean, you can't just say, hey, I want more free traffic right now. No, it takes a while and it takes work, and you can't increase it and decrease it as you wish. You may not get any results. There's no guarantee. I mean, there's no guarantee whatsoever that you'll get results. You can invest a lot of time, a lot of money in free traffic and see no results. So those are the pros and cons of free traffic. So let's go ahead and move on to paid traffic. So as far as paid traffic, first the pros. You can get it in 20 minutes or less from now. I mean, you can literally, right after this video, you can go and get traffic almost instantly. It's scalable. You can increase it as much as you want. You have complete control over it. You determine how little or how much you get, and you determine when you get it, right? You have total 100% control over it. So like, let's say Facebook traffic, for example, you could start with as little as $5 a day with Facebook. I mean, if you can afford $5 a day, then you are in the game. So if you do $5 a day, that's $150 a month. You could work a single weekend at a part-time job and make $150. You could work a single night as a waiter or waitress and make $150. Instead of going out for dinner twice a week, you could go out for dinner once a week, and bam, you've just created over $150 you can use for advertising. So, so one of the cool things about paid traffic is you have total control over it, and you determine how little or how much you get. So it really, like, anyone, virtually anybody can get started and can get going with paid traffic. It's dependable. You usually don't have to worry about it disappearing or vanishing overnight. I mean, there are traffic platforms that do go out of business. I mean, it happens to, in every industry, but it's not a normal thing. It rarely ever happens. So it's not something you have to worry about. Once you have a conversion system in place, you can almost guarantee that you'll break even or profit with paid traffic. Paid traffic can be automated very, very easily, so it just comes to you day after day after day. And so I screwed up this slide again. The cons are already showing. So those are the pros. So the cons of paid traffic: it costs money, but with a conversion system in place, you can get it for free or at a profit. Every campaign will not be a winner. I mean, that's just the way it is with advertising, but usually that's offset by your winning campaigns. So those are the pros and cons of paid traffic. So to summarize, let me just go ahead and make these all show up. Boom, boom. I think that's it. So basically, to summarize, it's with free traffic, it usually involves lots of grunt work. It usually takes a while to see results. It can vanish overnight. It really isn't free. Paid traffic can give you almost instant traffic, leads, and sales. It's easily scalable, as much traffic as you can handle. You can depend on it, so you can sleep like a baby at night. You can actually get it for free or at a profit with your conversion system, which I'll be showing you how to do during our live event. So, so it's pretty much, do you want this or do you want that? I mean, that's really the question. And I think it's pretty clear that paid traffic is the winner, and it is the way to go. And the conversion system I'll be showing you during our live event will allow even people with small, tiny budgets, as we just talked about, to be able to get going with paid traffic. So, but that leads us to wondering, is creating a conversion system complicated? So if creating a conversion system, it's the cornerstone, it's the foundation of being able to turn paid traffic into free traffic or even profitable traffic, if that's the cornerstone, if that's the foundation, if that's the mechanism that makes that all possible, is creating a conversion system complicated? Is it hard? Is it something the average Joe can do? And let me just take a step back real quick, because I don't know where you're at in your online business. So if you know this, just bear with me for a second. But what is a conversion system? A conversion system is simply a process that you take people through to move them from strangers who don't know you, who don't like you, who don't trust you, and ultimately getting them to give you their information. So they're a lead, and then moving them to buy, so they're a new customer. That's all a conversion system is. And if any of that confuses you, like I'll be showing you live examples and walking you through that in templates, real life templates that you can use during our live event. But back to the question. So is creating a conversion system complicated? Is it hard? Is it something the average Joe can do? Now, I'm not gonna say that like you can have your own conversion system up in 5 minutes or less, where you can push a button and magically, poof, you have a conversion system. No, because that's a bunch of bullcrap, right? So you have to be willing to put in some work. You have to be willing to test. You have to be willing to stick with it, which even if you were to go the free traffic route, the only way to create real success is by sticking with it and being in it for the long haul. And even if you were to go the free traffic route, you'd still need some type of conversion system in place, right? Like even if you're doing the free traffic stuff, like you have to have a conversion system in place. So why not create a conversion system that works with paid traffic, right? Okay, but that doesn't mean your conversion system has to be this long drawn out thing that takes months and months to create and is super complicated and confusing. When I first got going with creating my own conversion system, I took the complicated path, and I spent months creating funnels and building lots of stuff, and I felt really busy. I felt like I was accomplishing something, but in the end, my conversion system was a total flop. Like it didn't work at all. Today, come on slides, there we go. Today, I have a simple 5-step system that I go through, and I create stuff in bite-sized chunks, and I go out, I prove each step works. So I'm building it as I go. I'm creating these little successes along the way that build up to me having this full-blown conversion system in place that pumps out brand new leads, brand new sales, day in, day out, every single day, versus spending months and months creating something that might fail and cost you a lot of time and money that you'll never get back. So you can create your own conversion system without complication. You can do it in little chunks so it ends up being fun and really simple and easy to do, where you're virtually guaranteed to succeed. And again, I'm going to show you how to do that step by step during our live event. So now I want to share something with you real quick that's kind of startling. It's kind of weird, but it's incredibly freeing for you and me. And it just makes it so easy for anyone to be able to create their own conversion system that turns cold traffic into daily traffic, leads, and sales. So this is a stat. So this is a weird, kind of weird thing. It's startling. This is the stat that the average attention span of humans, and this is, obviously you see it's a Time magazine article that they rolled out with recently. They've reported that the average attention span of humans is only 8 seconds. The average attention span of goldfish is 9 seconds. So freaking goldfish have longer attention spans than humans, than us. Then when we have these big old brains, and goldfish have these little teeny tiny pea-sized brains, if it's even a pea size. I mean, isn't that crazy? Isn't that insane? So why do I share this with you? Why? Well, no, hold on. Let me take it. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Why is that so? Like, why are our attention spans like only 8 freaking seconds, which is crazy? It seems like nothing. It's because we have no choice but to have attention spans that short. It's because we are bombarded with more distractions than ever before in history. We have like so I want to go through some of the distractions that we deal with. And this is why that we have our attention spans are the way they are, because we have no choice. We have to be able to easily go from thing to thing to thing to thing because of the world that we live in. So we have Facebook messaging, we have Facebook comments, we have Facebook newsfeed, we have Skype calls, we have FaceTime, we have text messaging, we have cell phone calls, we have mail, we have TV, we have YouTube, we have instant messaging from every single platform. We have Twitter, we have Hulu, we have LinkedIn, we have, you know, if you're a parent, you got to deal with all the kids stuff. There's a whole nother set of stuff that you have to deal with. They get sick. You're constantly worried about them, if they're okay, if they're healthy. If you're married, keeping the wifey happy, and there's a whole other large list of things that is stacked on you if you're married. So it just goes on and on and on and on and on forever. And as a result of this, as a result of all of these distractions, like, people don't want complication. People want simplicity. And what I found is that the more complicated I make my products, my services, anything that I sell or anything that I give away for free, or any of my ads, or anything, you know, anything that I do, the more complicated I make it, my conversions go down. In other words, I generate less traffic, I generate less leads, and I make less money. So for you and me, this is actually incredibly, incredibly free, because it's not complication that wins. It's simplicity. It's solving very specific problems people are having in your market. It's helping people to see through the clutter and helping them with very, very specific things. And that means that it's even easier than ever to create your own conversion system that turns traffic into daily traffic, leads, and sales. And you can do it faster than ever before. And if you have no product to sell right at this moment, it is like, it's never been easier to create a product these days, because it's all about simplicity. It's all about solving little specific frustrations that people are having. And so as a result, you can roll out with brand new products like lightning fast. And that's something that you know, we'll talk about during our live event. So even if you have a no product or list or any, you know, you're pretty much starting from scratch, this is something that you can definitely easily do and roll out with fast. And I'll be showing you how to do that. So I hope this helped you out, and you know, I hope this video has helped you in some way, somehow, and you know, ultimately, I hope it's helped you to realize that paid traffic is the way to go if you want to build a real business. If you're really serious about building a huge, massive business, so you can you know, accomplish all your goals and dreams and live that life of freedom that I'm sure you want. Paid traffic is the way to go, and having the power to turn cold traffic into daily traffic, leads, and sales is that key to freedom. And yes, you can do this. Yes, you can do it. You totally can do it, especially if a guy like me can do this. So complication will actually hurt your results. So it's always better to keep things simple so we can help cut through the clutter and the overload for the people that we're serving. So I did want to just quickly end this video with a quick reminder that you're not going to want to miss our live event. It's going to be, you're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be incredible. You're going to love it, because I'm going to be walking you through everything step by step. It's going to just instantly make everything clear for you so you can turn cold traffic into a constant stream of daily traffic, leads, and sales, even if you have a tiny budget, and even if you aren't a guru with a massive following, even if you're brand new starting from scratch, even if you've been in the game for a while, I'll show you how to do this stuff even faster and better and get better results. So I've gone ahead, I put the date and time of our live event for you below this video, and I've also sent it to you in the email that you found the link to this video in. Mark your calendar and to-do list as busy if you haven't done so already, so you don't forget and miss out. So that's all. I'm excited. I'm really fired up. Hopefully you can tell and you can feel my enthusiasm and excitement. You're going to love it. I look forward to seeing you soon. Have an amazing day, and I will see you soon.